All right, YouTube. This is your boy DJ Axon coming to you with the first tutorial video I'm ever doing. Hopefully, there's going to be a lot more. There's only so much time in the day. I tell you, there's so much to do. It's unfortunate. I wish I could be at home and do tutorials and make videos all day long, but I don't have that kind of time. Because, you got to make money and such. If only life was free. Or I had a money tree, that'd be a positive thing too. Anyway, for this first video, I got a Facebook question from somebody just asking for general advice, and I actually sat down to think about what was one of the most beneficial things that I did in terms of practice for improving my general DJ skills. And I found the most important part specifically to me, and that was whenever I would bring a song into my library that I would use out in public or just for general sets, things that I would just make for myself, I always queued it up and listened to the entire song. So when I say queued it, I would take all 8 cues that are available, maybe not all 8, who knows, maybe I'd take a few. And I would, if it's a new track, there's a new track to Illust. I think I already have that for some. No, that's a different remix. Anyway, I would cue them all up, and as it would play through, I'd put it on the first intro. This is going to be easier. Maybe the second build-up type vocal type thingy. And then you have your nice little drop, which you can throw it on, so you can replace drops with different songs. A nice 16-bar out right here. You just put in your first 8 of an intro, and then maybe on the next 8 of whatever new song you have coming in, the beat switch, because as you can see here, the beat goes a little bit lower. Have a little bit of vocals, and you can echo out, hey, there's a quick thing just by having your cue ready to go. If you don't have your cue ready to go, you're going to be searching, and nobody likes searching. I don't like searching. I tell you, when I'm looking at my computer screen for entirely too long, I feel I have to look up at the crowd to make them think that I'm not on Facebook or something. And I never am on Facebook. It's always looking for the next good song, because I never set my sets up. I just kind of go out, and depending on what's happening, I play the music I feel like playing. Anyway, queuing up your music as you're going through, you then learn all the songs that come into your library. Every single song. You know where things start, you know how the song progresses, where a good mix-out point would be, what its general tone is overall. And all of that is vital information. Other good point is you're able to move around the controller a lot faster. You have the muscle memory of that movement because you're doing it so often. You have to push all these cues, maybe. And when you're doing your cueing, you listen to the whole song so you can mess around with it during that song. And that's how I do the rolls all the time. Is I would practice on every new song. I would just play with it, and you would find cool combinations or maybe really crappy combinations, and you tell yourself you're never going to do it again, or you're going to mark that spot or just mentally remember that spot, and how fun it was to use all those different rolls during that time period, because there's certain tracks that sound good with it, certain ones that don't. Either way, knowing your music, knowing where you place it in your library, all of that comes into big play when you're out in public and actually playing, because you better know where your stuff is. If you don't, you're gonna look really stupid. Your transitions aren't going to be as good, and you're not going to be as good of a performer. Hope that helped. That's the first tutorial. I didn't really do anything on this thing. Huh. Go figure. Well, you shouldn't. You should mark your stuff first. Or at least download your stuff. That would be first. And then mark your stuff. Anyway, second tutorial will probably be here next week. Actually, it will be here next week. For sure. Peace.